I know I ran off and did something crazy. Oh, you ready? All right, here we go. Good evening and welcome to the regular city council meeting. Today is Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. It is 6 p.m. Let it be known all members of the council are present. Going to look to Councilmember Espinoza for our Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll lead us in the invocation.
Please stand. Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remain standing and bow our heads. Heavenly Father, I thank you once again for this day you have given us. I thank you for allowing us to each be in this place. Give us wisdom and guidance in all the conversations that we will have tonight. Help us just to make the right decisions to continue edifying your name and building up the families in this community. We thank you and love you. In your name, amen.
Amen.
All right. With that said, I'm going to ask for an approval of agenda. Any changes to the agenda for the evening?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to pull under consent calendar item number 10. I'd like to pull that to the September 3rd regular council meeting. With that, no other changes, Mayor.
You said the September 3rd meeting?
Yes.
Number 10.
Moving number 10 to September 3rd. Okay, with that said, I need a motion to approve agenda as modified, removing consent calendar item number 10 to September 3rd.
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Prout, a second by Councilmember Olvera. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Alvarado,
Yes.
Prout,
Yes.
Olvera,
Yes.
Espinoza,
Yes.
and Givens.
Yes, very good. Excuse me. At this time, we will move into public comment. Public comment time is for any person wishing to speak on any item included on the agenda or on any matter within the subject matter jurisdiction of the city council. Speakers are invited to speak from the podium and address the city council. Speakers are limited to 5 minutes unless translation is needed. Please state your name and address for the record before making your presentation. I was trying to get that in before I hit that as fast as I could. I saw you coming.
That's all right, no worries.
Welcome.
Good evening, members and staff of the Shafter City Council. My name is Eric Brown. I'm the current esteemed leading knight at the Wasco Elks Lodge 2419. I'm here to cordially invite you and our Shafter community to our first annual Elks Lodge night out at the Wasco Elks Lodge, located at 1694 Wasco Avenue in Wasco, California. This event is scheduled for Saturday, September 7th. Doors open at 5 p.m. with the casino night starting at 6:30 and continuing through 9:30 p.m. At that time, we will close it up and we will reward prizes for all money cashed in or from the casino tables. No cash prizes will be rewarded. It's all going to be baskets that are donated through the communities of Shafter and Wasco. All those will be raffled off at the end of it. Cost of this is $40 for each person, plus a deep pit sandwich. You get $500 of play money when you walk through the door. I've been fortunate enough to be part of the Shafter community when I moved from Southern California 13 years ago, and stood in here before with a football team that I've taken to Vegas, and been able to represent the Shafter community. And being a part of the Elks Lodge over there, there's not a lot of stuff that gets done here in Shafter. So being a Shafter resident, I look forward to working more here in Shafter and putting the Elks Lodge on the map here for all the communities between here, Buttonwillow, Wasco, and including McFarland, which my secretary, Lisa Turbiadis, is here tonight representing McFarland. So with that said, I would like to thank you guys in advance and consider coming out on September 7th and joining us out there and having a fun night. Doors open and our club room will be available for beverages, and well, we'll have food during that and have a good time. So appreciate that, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You have a flyer?
Yes, I do.
Will you make sure you hand that to her? Yeah, absolutely.
So Eric, is your cell number on there, Eric?
Excuse me?
Over here, over here, over here.
Eric, is your number on there, your cell number?
Yep, my number's on there as well as another contact that's on there. You guys get a hold of me for any information. I've gone out to numerous Shafter businesses and been very rewarded so far with donations for baskets from Pacific Tire, Napa Auto Parts, couple of repair shops. We're waiting for Apple Market to get back with us, and a few other of the Shafter community businesses as well. So very fortunate to have their donations come in.
Is this your very first one? Did you
Yes,
say?
this is our
It is
very
first-
first one. We're doing it, being it that there is no dance after the Wasco Rose Festival.
I knew that was weekend.
Yep, it didn't come around. So, and this is something that, being that second in charge over at the Wasco Elks Lodge and looking to be running it next year, I'm looking to establish some things that we could continue to go on, throughout the communities for Shafter and Wasco, as well as we're putting on multiple Friday night dinners over there now. We've been pretty dormant for a while, and so I'm just trying to get back out there and,
Mhm.
raise awareness. We do a lot here. We have, Shafter High School baseball team coming in tomorrow to ask for donation. We've had Shafter Little League come in, Shafter Commanders before. So, and I've reached out to multiple organizations to let them know that we're here and we're ready to go. And moving forward, we're looking to get with the Shafter Police Department for drug awareness programs. We want to set up, as well as we're working with Wasco, as well as getting with Shafter High School to promote our scholarship programs, which are not being utilized enough here. So yeah, just looking to put us back on the map, and figured that this was the best way to start, is come and introduce myself to you and let you know we're having this great event. We're have many more scheduled, so look forward to seeing somebody or hopefully all of you out there.
Very good, very good.
Thank you all so much.
Steal that back from you, so I give it back to Yasmina. I'm sure we can probably post that.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you,
Appreciate
thank
your
you.
time.
And look at, there's Randy, giving out those cards, Randy. I see you over there. Good move there, good move.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. Any other speakers? Anything online? All right. Public comment time is closed. This evening, we will be moving first into recess. We have 4 items in our closed session for this evening. Item number 1 is conference with legal counsel for an existing litigation in regards to the Department of Tax and Fee Administration petitions. Number 2 is the public employee appointment for the city manager. Number 3 is conference with labor negotiators for the employee title for city manager candidate. Number 4 is conference with labor negotiators for the SPOA organization. With that said, I need a motion and a second to move into recess, please.
I'll make a motion.
A second.
Okay, a motion by Councilmember Espinoza, second by Councilmember Olvera. All those in favor with aye.
Aye.
Same sign opposed. Hearing none, we are at recess. All right, welcome back from. All right, welcome back from closed session. Is audio on? All right, I believe you. Welcome back from our closed session. Now, with that said, I'm going to look to our city attorney, our acting city attorney, Henry, to lead us in.
Thank you, Mayor. The city council had a conference with its legal counsel regarding existing litigation in the case named California Department of Tax and Fee Administration petitions of the cities of Alameda and took no reportable action. The city council met to discuss public employee appointment regarding city manager and took no reportable action. The city council met with its conference labor negotiators regarding unrepresented employee title city manager and took no reportable action. The city council met with its labor negotiators regarding Shafter Police Officers Association and took no reportable action.
Okay, with that said, we are going to move into our normal agenda after that. With that said, our next item up is our council announcements and reports. Councilmember Espinoza, anything for the evening, sir?
No, I just attended a couple of the farmers markets, but other than that, I don't have anything to report.
Very good. Councilmember Olvera?
I don't have anything to report.
Councilmember Alvarado?
No, I have nothing to report.
You guys are moving quick. I love it. Mayor Pro Tem Prout.
I don't have anything to report.
Now, I can't believe that.
It's only 6:17, but I didn't bring my notes for
I
it.
don't even know what
Who's
this.
laughing out loud over there? Is that you, Mike?
Okay, the only thing I will bring up is we had the teachers luncheon.
Yes.
You were part of that. And so it was good to welcome the new teachers. There wasn't a whole lot of new teachers, which is kind of okay. We're
Right.
getting static. So that was a good luncheon. It happens every year, so really good to be a part of that. As well as our City Hall Selfie Day, which was a fun little video to make and see a lot of folks come out there. So keep going with that. Outside of that, be mindful that our next council meeting is on the 3rd, but we have the First Friday event. Directly following that is the last one of the year on the 6th. So outside of that, there is nothing else to report, and we will move into our consent calendar. Look at there, guys. We are moving it. Tonight on consent calendar, there are 9 items. Item number 10 was moved to the meeting on the 3rd of September. I will briefly read through those. Number 1, to approve general checks. 2, approving payroll. 3, approving minutes. 4, approve the special event permit for the First Fridays on September 6, 2024. Number 5, accept the treasurer's report for July of 2024. Number 6, approve renewal of the annual subscription contract for Arctic Wolf Security Services in an amount of $50,920. Number 7, approve the final map for track number 6490 Phase 2. Number 8, adopt ordinance number 755. Number 9, approve the agreement for the completion of public improvements with Ball Fans Homes Incorporated for track 6490-2. With that said, 9 items on the consent. I'm needing a motion in a second, please.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilmember Olvera, second by Councilmember Espinoza. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Alvarado,
Yes.
Prout,
Yes.
Olvera,
Yes.
Espinoza,
Yes.
and Given.
Yes, with the exception, I need to abstain from item number 8. So please make the record note that I am abstaining from item number 8. Okay. With that said, moving on to our management reports, item number 1 is the approval of, well, I'll wait for Gabriel. I'm just running. We're just running quick, sir. All right. Item number 1 is the approval of our city manager employment agreement with Lance Lippincott, and I'm looking to Carol,
Yes.
correct? All right, Carol.
Hello. Good evening, Honorable Mayor and council members of the Shafter City Council. City Manager Gabriel Gonzalez employment agreement expires in March of 2025. He intended to retire at the end of the agreement's term. However, recently he expressed a willingness to consider an earlier retirement if the council successfully recruits and hires a new city manager before the end of his contract. In anticipation of Mr. Gonzalez's retirement, the city council has spent several months searching for and interviewing potential candidates. This has resulted in the selection of Lance Lippincott as the potential city manager replacement. subject to negotiating the terms of an employment agreement. The employment agreement negotiated with Mr. Lippincott to appoint him as Shafter's next city manager is enclosed for the city council's approval tonight. Mr. Gonzalez has confirmed his last day of city service. That will be September 27 of 2024, with Mr. Lippincott assuming the city manager role as of September 30th, 2024. Mr. Lippincott was selected for this position due to his extensive background in economic development and management. He currently serves as the Economic Development Director for the City of Fresno and has experience in working with both public and private sector economic development agencies. Key terms of Mr. Lippincott's employment agreement include a start date of September 30th, 2024, his starting annual salary of $210,000 annually, allowances of $400 per month for auto and $100 per month for phone, reimbursement of up to $7,000 for moving expenses, his enrollment into the CalPERS retirement program, and the same health and dental benefits as regular staff. The agreement does not have a fixed term and will continue indefinitely. However, the city council does retain the right to terminate Mr. Lippincott at any time with or without cause. If terminated with cause, Mr. Lippincott will receive a severance payment equal to 6 months' salary, contingent on signing a waiver and release agreement. The effective date of the employment agreement is also contingent on Mr. Lippincott successfully passing the city's background check. The fiscal impact is a cost savings to the city of $21,662 annually, as Mr. Lippincott's starting base salary is set to $210,000 compared to Mr. Gonzalez's final salary of $231,662. Staff recommends that the city council approve the employment agreement with the terms previously outlined to retain Mr. Lippincott as the next city manager. I'm available to answer any questions that council may have.
Council, I don't think there's many questions with this. We've been through a long vetting process. So with that said, I'm going to look for a motion in a second, please.
I so moved.
One second.
All right, I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Prout. And I think I heard the second by Olvera. Thank you. Second by Councilmember Olvera. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Alvarado,
Yes.
Prout,
Yes.
Olvera,
Yes.
Espinoza,
Yeah.
and
Yes, and I guarantee you, he's probably listening right now, so congratulations, Mr. Lippincott. He may have fallen asleep because of our long closed session. I just got told that. Thank you very much. I hope you had some AC/DC music playing while that was happening, but okay. Again, congratulations to Mr. Lippincott. Very excited to have him on board. With that, we might need Gabriel back in here. You wanna- I know you started the retirement thing going already, but you can't start it that soon. You got a little time left, okay? All right, item number 2 is the approval of general plan update ad hoc committee. Sir,
Sorry, Mayor and Council, this is coming back to you for a couple of volunteers from you, if you recall, or Steve. That this came before you as part of the makeup of the general plan update. I'm gonna have our planning manager, Steve Esselman, provide that update and then get direction from you, Steve.
Yes, Honorable Mayor and Council. Yeah, this item is a very simple one. You've already approved the formation of a general plan advisory committee. As part of that general plan advisory committee, you have asked and requested that there be 2 council members. So what we're doing is we're establishing essentially a general plan advisory committee ad hoc that would consist of 2 council members that would then be a part of the greater general plan advisory committee. So you don't have to tell me who you would like today, but the request is to form the 2-person ad hoc committee for the general plan advisory committee, and which would be then ended once the general plan has been updated. So with that, staff recommends that council find the action is not defined as a project per CEQA, and to adopt resolution 2980, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Shafter, approving the formation of a general plan update ad hoc committee consisting of 2 council members, and then at a future date, providing the city manager with the 2, between you guys, the 2 that would like to be on the ad hoc committee. And with that, I'm here to entertain any questions you may have.
Very good. Any questions, comments? Oh, sorry.
Mayor and Council, if I may add, the assignment's probably going to be about a 18 to 24 month period. That's how long we anticipate the actual general plan to take place. There's nothing that precludes you from 2 of you volunteering tonight. You wanted to go ahead and address that as well, so. Nothing further.
Anything?
No.
That's
Can
what I-
we just go ahead and make the nominations now and just get it done?
You can.
I'll nominate the mayor for it.
Okay, that's one, and then there's,
I'll second.
You're seconded to be on it?
No, you.
Okay,
Second.
that's fine. I need a second. Anyone else interested in this as well?
it's 2 members.
2 members, time commitment besides 18 to 24 months is happening. Yesterday, the charrette, AKA charcuterie board, which was beautiful, was 2 to 5. Is it a same time commitment for this as well?
Yeah, there's going to probably be about between 6 and 10 meetings over that 2-year period, probably each meeting being about 2 hours, 3 hours at most.
Afternoon, mornings, evenings?
We don't know that yet. But that's generally going to be the time commitment. But it's not like every month. It's as needed, probably, like I said, 6 to 10 meetings total over that 18 to 24 month period.
Okay, so any other takers on this? I just want to make sure that you guys hear the time commitments.
Is there food?
We can provide food.
I'll volunteer for it. I'll nominate Gus.
See, I'm really getting the Hunger Games feeling right now. I really am. This is happening right now. If you haven't watched Hunger Games, you gotta know it. Yeah, he just got voluntold. Okay, so that, everyone's okay with this, council?
Yes.
You good? Okay. Then, myself and, Councilmember Olvera will take as your ad hoc committee members.
And then we need adoption of the resolution as well.
Okay. I also heard, council, that if we haven't sent, Steve our nominees for ours, that we're gonna be in a lot of trouble, which I haven't done that yet. So I promise you, I will get that to you as soon as possible. All right, with that said, I need a motion in approval, for both myself and Councilmember Olvera to sit on the ad hoc committee, and approval for item number 2.
I'll motion.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilmember Espinoza, a second by Councilmember Alvarado. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Alvarado,
Yes.
Prout,
Yes.
Olvera,
Yes.
Espinoza,
Yes.
and Givens.
Yes. Very good. Item number 3, award City Hall and Council Chambers renovation project to the Patterson and Sons Construction Incorporated in the amount of $34,500. Sir.
Sorry, Mayor and Council, in the interest of time, the next 2 items, 3 and 4, our Deputy Public Works Director, Alex Gonzalez, will make the presentations. Alex?
Honorable Mayor, members of the Shafter City Council. As a continuation of renovation projects at City Hall, staff requested bids to remove the existing wood paneling on the back wall of the council chambers and install new drywall and paint. In addition to that, work would also include painting the administration wing, which is the hallway here by the city manager's office, and the hallway and kitchen and cabinets that are in there to kind of continue the improvements that were already completed. So we sent out a request for proposals to 3 contractors, and ultimately we received 2 proposals. The lowest submitted proposal for the base work was provided by Patterson and Sons and Construction Incorporated in an amount of $25,811. In addition to the base items, we did also request that they submit prices for 2 additive alternate items. The first one being new LED lights in the administrative hallway, and Patterson and Sons submitted a bid of $9,491 for that item, as well as an additional cost, which is add alternate 2, to paint the remainder of the council chambers and the entryway there. And they submitted a bid as well for that of $8,640. So those are the 2 additive alternate items. So for tonight, staff is recommending to award the base bid contract and add alternate number 2 to paint the entire council chamber so that it all matches at the same time. With that declining the LED lights, which we can complete internally with city staff. And so this would result in a total project cost of $34,952.08. So staff tonight is requesting a $50,000 total project budget to cover the base bid plus the alternate plus allow for any contingencies that might arise during the process. Currently, GE 00006.2, which is a City Hall Security Improvement Project, has $63,135 in ARPA funding remaining after funding the improvements at the city services area and the city manager lobby that we can leverage to complete this project. So with that, I'd be happy to take any questions.
I do have one question. I still haven't heard that. Is that including, it says bookcase. Are we talking all of this? Or are we talking just this?
No, so what it would be the back wall, and then the bookcase is this little piece that's over here on this
Got it.
side. So it's that. We wouldn't be touching any of the desks here at this time.
For the reason being, I'm just asking, because it all kind of matches together as it is. Technology problems, for those who don't know. Continue on. So why would we not get the bid for everything in here? Just asking.
At the time, we weren't really addressing kind of this area here. We can address that later with, a larger renovation project if we wanted to redo the layout of what's here. So for now, we are just addressing the back wall. But we can ask for additional costs to do other things as well if you'd like to, entertain painting this as well or making a change to it.
So what color was this gonna be? White?
I don't know what color, I don't know
Yeah,
what
so
color.
the intent would be to kind of take this down, put up drywall and paint it white, similar to what we have in the city manager's lobby.
And then you could probably do like a darker stain or something on this too. There's a lot you can do. It would just be nice to, I mean, it would be nice to update.
You're not
update
doing
it.
just a stark white like it's out there, but more softer color than what's here?
The intent would be to use the same color that we had there so that it just flows through and matches all the same, but I'd be open to entertaining, color options. If you'd like to see a different color, we can,
I'd like to see it softer.
okay?
Mhm.
Yeah, so we can determine the paint color here in the
Like an
next
off-white
couple of
kinda.
weeks.
Well,
Beige
when you
off-white.
look at what we already have, I mean, just soften it up
Mhm.
instead of having it stark white.
That's why I'd like to see something happen with the desk here too, not keeping it the same kind of oak look, but giving just a different tone. Just different tone would be nice. Including that up. So it would be nice to get at least a secondary on this if we will, but I know we probably have to make the motion for this at the time.
Mhm.
So can we make a motion and ask for a secondary proposal for the added, or do we have to do this?
Mayor and Council, you can approve the item before you with additional direction to staff to get bids for the repainting or remodeling the
So what's
desk
the
area.
timeline? Does it affect a lot on the timeline?
Only because it's ARPA funding, and the ARPA, if you recall,
Mhm.
by way of background, we have to expend the monies
Right.
by December of this year. So delaying it does make it a little
Push it
critical
up.
on that.
I don't want to delay it, but
So
I
we
would like
could
to
always
add
do it
the,
later, huh?
I would like
know.
to add this stuff into it and just refresh it as a whole.
Yeah, I'm sure Alex can
If
talk
you
to the
can get it in,
contractor and
yeah, if
kind
you
of
can
get
it
that.
in.
Yeah, I could do that. And, so just for clarification for direction on the, this item here, would you prefer a paint or a stain, or is there a, something you'd want to entertain?
Preference would be a stain, a different color stain, a darker stain, like a mahogany, not a paint on this. I think the wood's nice, but just not the color. Just give some type of. We may have to get one of those designers to sit there and just take a look at it real quick, but that would be a preference.
Okay. All right. thank
This
you
is
for
still
that.
staying?
Yes, so all the items that are hung, the intent is to put them back up where they were.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Maybe a TV right here
I can't disagree with that concept to move that TV over.
To put a TV on
Yeah,
this,
for
this
people
wall?
to see
We
instead of,
just get a new TV.
or different TV, smaller TV,
Yeah.
something.
Okay,
Maybe you ought to put one on that corner and this corner. We have IT take a look at it.
yes. Entertain.
Hey, look at, there's IT. With that, then I would like to, request a motion, folks, if I can get a request for a motion to approve with, asking for a quote to do the dais and the desk around the area. Can I get a motion for that?
I'll move it.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion for, approval plus getting the secondary quote to do the updates on the dais and the work around there. Motion by Mayor Pro Tem Prout, second by Councilmember Olvera. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Alvarado,
Yes.
Prout,
Yes.
Olvera,
Yes.
Espinoza,
Yes.
and Given.
Yes. Very good, folks. Doing good. Number 4, award the Learning Center office renovation to California Custom Builders in amount up to $175,000. Sir.
Honorable Mayor, members of the Shafter City Council, the council previously authorized formal bidding of the Learning Center office renovation project. Staff went ahead and conducted a public bidding process and we received 4 bids. Bids were publicly opened on June 28th, 2024, and the lowest responsive bid was submitted by California Custom Builders in an amount of $146,220. California Custom Builders has not completed any work for the city in the past, but they hold the appropriate license to complete the work and have completed other projects with similar scopes involved. So for tonight, staff is requesting a total project budget of $175,972 to cover the base bid, plus allow for any contingencies on the project. Currently, the project LC 00001 has $90,000 in ARPA funding allocated to it in the CIP. And staff is recommending a reallocation of $85,972 in ARPA funds that are currently allocated to the Santa Fe Way resurfacing project for design, which we can absorb through either an alternate funding source or excess grant funds that are on that project. And so with that, I would be happy to take any questions.
Okay, questions, comments, or concerns, folks? Otherwise, I'm entertaining a motion, please.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilmember Olvera, second by Councilmember Espinoza. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Alvarado,
Yes.
Prout,
Yes.
Olvera.
Yes.
Espinoza,
Yes.
and Givens.
Yes. Item number 5 is the approval of animal control facility improvements project. Mr. Gonzalez, there's two of you here to work.
Yeah, certainly, Mayor and Council. Again, in the interest of time, our Public Works Director, Mike James, is going to make the presentation on the next two items. So, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Honorable Mayor, members of the Shafter City Council, Public Works is working on a plan to improve the parking lot at the animal control facility. At a minimum, staff would like to repair and seal the existing paved areas, but while we have a paving contractor already on site, we also would like to use the opportunity to address the limited parking that's there right now. We'd like to add parking spaces to facilitate access to the facility. As you've probably seen firsthand, space is pretty tight and visitors have been known to have to park on the dirt to get to the facility. So in addition to adding parking spaces, the plan we've developed also calls for landscaping at the front entrance off of Shafter Avenue to enhance the curb appeal a little bit for the benefit of the employees and the public. So I believe the city clerk has pulled up the current plan that's been developed. The highlight of the plan includes what's in the light gray areas. That's an outline of the existing pavement. We're basically proposing to fill the cracks, fill the potholes, and seal the entire parking lot and restripe the existing parking spaces for an approximate cost of $75,000. For an additional $50,000, or a grand total of $125,000, that would include the expanded parking areas and the landscaping. So there's no funding in the capital improvement program currently for either of the scenarios, repairs or versus repairs plus expansion. So in order to proceed with the project, we would have to have budget action by the council. The recommended budget action tonight is $125,000 to fund the paving repairs and parking lot expansions. And upon having a budget, staff would conduct bidding for the project and come back to you for a contract award. So with that, that concludes the presentation. I'd be happy to address any questions or concerns.
Glad to see the forethought for the expansion. They are busy all the time. Council, questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, I need a motion in a second.
Also move.
Second.
Okay. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Prout and a second by Councilmember Olvera. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Alvarado,
Yes.
Prout,
Yes.
Olvera.
Yes.
Espinoza,
Yes.
and Givens.
Yes. Item number 6, discussion and direction on proposed skate park conceptual site layout and improvements. Mr. James.
Yes, Honorable Mayor, members of the Shafter City Council, I'm sure you recall last month the public dedicated equipment upgrades at the local skate park. Since then, Public Works has been working on another plan to further enhance the user experience at the skate park and also better complement the surrounding land uses, notably being a better neighbor with the Shafter Youth Center and Healthy Start facilities. So the Public Works plan that's been pulled up by the city clerk on your screen, and it's also included in the staff report, is highlighted by a new restroom and a parking facility dedicated for the skate park at the north end, pretty much where that existing cul-de-sac or turnaround is, immediately next to the youth center parking lot. The footprint of the restroom right now assumes a very limited use. We're talking about a single stall, all gender type of structures. And we still need to confirm sewer serviceability at that location. And right now, even with the limited footprint, the restroom structure is valued at $100,000. The parking lot, the intent with the parking lot is to discourage use of the youth center parking lot if you're going to utilize the skate park. In order to effectively do that, what we've done is we've laid out an access route between the East Ash and the dedicated parking spaces. You might note that that access route encroaches onto neighboring property to avoid the existing landscaping and the drainage basin that was recently constructed with the recent skate park project. So it would require an easement from the adjacent landowner, which might complicate the process and might certainly would add costs. So we need to ultimately have a discussion about whether or not the East Dash provides adequate parking for the facility, short-term and long-term. And it might make more sense to wait for see what plays out with the vacant lot as far as commercial development goes before we kind of look into parking lots for the skate park. But anyway, this particular item, and the parking lot, by the way, the estimated value is $150,000. And again, this hasn't been fully engineered. This is just a conceptual layout of the two main features that we're looking to add as offsite improvements, which are the restroom and the parking lot. But the intent tonight is to not get formal direction or an approved budget. Is just to share with the council where we're at in the process, address any questions or concerns. We'd certainly like to factor your feedback as we continue with this design. But that's it for tonight, and we would encourage and appreciate feedback on what's been presented so far.
Go ahead. Just a quick comment, Mayor and Council. Thank you, Mike. You can also phase this in terms of, I think the restroom may be needed first in the event, cooler weather's coming and it's utilization. There's no facilities out there. So alternatively, as Mike has suggested, you can take it as an entirety or phase in and give direction to explore the restrooms, the facilities, and then secondary, as Mike has described, is the parking lot and then the access off Ash, because there is a neighbor next to the property that we would have to engage in those discussions. So alternatively, you could phase in the work.
Will we be talking about fence between this and the Cap K line as well? Cap K is seemingly frustrated by the increased volume of traffic, which has a pro and con, right? Con, increased volume, pro, increased volume. The fact that it's being utilized is a good thing, but they are not a fan of that. So I would imagine some type of fencing in that area would be beneficial.
Yeah, talking with Mike and Alex, Alex and I were out there as well with Weston, and there's possibility of doing some removable bollards for fire safety, for public safety access in case you got a large fire or something, you want fire engines to be able to access that as well. So I think there's some options that Public Works Mike and his team can explore for that.
Okay.
I like the phasing part. I like the restroom and I like the parking lot. I'm not quite sure. I think one of the problems is that they're parking in the parking lot of the Healthy
Head Start.
Head Start. I think if we do the parking lot first or the bathroom, whichever one, but do that parking lot, I think that will take away from them using the parking lot at the Head Start, because now you have a new parking lot where they could park cars, because right now you just have a cul-de-sac and you can park any which way. There's no order. I think placing that new parking lot will give order. I think they'll start utilizing that parking lot more than using Head Start. And then I would wait to see what happens with our neighbor without, doing an encroachment force. I don't know how that would work, but.
There might be a way to negotiate with the property owner by them dedicating. I mean, we don't have a formal application from them in terms of what that would look like. Anytime they would submit plans, there might be dedication of certain roadways or whatever the case may be, but it would definitely if, we know the property owner, so there might be benefit in having to sit down with them and having that conversation.
Sidewalkers and gutters.
Not that far.
That'll come later too. Huh? Let's face
I
it.
knew you were gonna say that.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns?
You know, we're talking about improvement here, and I've been asked about, here at Stringham. So are we working on benches and tables at Stringham?
They've been ordered.
Pardon, they've been ordered? Okay,
Yep.
that's what I kind of passed on. It was being, okay. You don't have a timeline for it, but if it's ordered, it's not too far off.
Figure probably a couple more weeks.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Just
So,
Thanks.
so for the skate park items, any other questions, comments?
Alex, I think I spoke with you before. You said that the light poles and everything were there, but they weren't connected yet. What was the timetable on that?
Yeah, so the current timetable that we have with PG&E is October to have them come set their meter and pull their wire. But our improvements are done on our
Okay.
side.
Okay, thank you.
Love PG&E.
Skate park?
Yeah, everything got completed. PG&E is normally like a 2-year deal. So if you want to build today, wait 2 years.
For a while, it was worse than that.
Just,
Yeah.
Mayor, if I made a quick comment on benches for the skate park.
Yes, sir.
We have
Oh,
ordered
yeah.
the one for the Lions Club as purchased.
Look at you
Um,
guys go.
Well, I
And-
understood that you were gonna ask clubs, but I.
Yeah, I believe that staff reached out, Mike, to Bridget.
I haven't received.
Bridget was
anything.
working on that, yeah.
Yeah, staff is still, working, reaching out to Kiwanis, Rotary and whoever.
So
else
are
might
we
be interested.
individuals benches or are there benches that will be purchased that?
It'd be individual benches. I think the design that Public Works found is like a skate park design and.
So we
that-
should talk to Mark about it.
Bridget should be reaching out if she hasn't already, but she's the one
Yeah.
that staff member assigned to it.
Okay.
Way to go, Lions.
Yeah.
Slow down.
We bought one already.
You're a little Lions man, you. Okay, any other questions, comments, concerns?
It's on it.
It's a skateboard.
Yeah.
See, I was looking for one that had.
All right, with that being said, we're gonna move on. That is all of our management report items for the evening.
Really quick, Mayor, it's a
Maybe not.
discussion direction item. So if there's any direction particularly you want us to bring back, we'll move forward with bathrooms, phase it in.
Again,
Phasing makes sense, and I agree with Councilmember Alvarado here. The parking lot will probably handle a lot of the issues there. But once you do the parking lot, then they're gonna go over to Cap K and use the restroom there, so it's one of the two.
Okay,
for a
So,
while.
Yeah,
so direction is to put a phased in plan and bring it back to you and then with estimated budget so that Public Works can move forward with design and all.
yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Just want to get clarification.
Okay, with that, now there are no other management report items. City manager comments and reports.
Mayor and Council, we sent you an email with some dates for upcoming events. One of a particular is the September 21st rededication, we're calling, because now we're installing all of the service branch flags at Veterans Park. So that's scheduled for, now that all of you have confirmed, for September 21st. It's a Saturday, 9 a.m. We are seeking, we may have already a few individuals that are former veterans of each particular branch. I think we're going to be hard pressed to find a veteran from the Space Force.
There's gotta be an astronaut somewhere around
I
here.
know. And so, anyways, just make sure you keep that, open. And then just, lastly, I want to congratulate the city council for your diligent work in finding a replacement in terms of a city manager. I think the organization and the community is, going to be in good hands. You were very diligent in the process. You undertook that. If it's not yet all public, I am retiring at the end of September. And so, I'll have some further comments closer to the date, but for today, I just want to congratulate the council, the organization, the community, and the hire you've made in the next city manager. So, job well done, sir.
Thank you, thank you,
Nothing
thank you.
further with that.
Nothing else with department directors? Real quick for council's sake, today I did get alerted. Help me, is it SWID? SWID did reach out and asking for a statement. They have a situation going on with water, and I had them reach out to Mr. James here, and I don't know if you have any update you want to speak onto that. We probably should.
Well, Mr. Lawrence, excuse me, representing SWID, asked for city participation in two planned public meetings that the state's hosting on potential probation that the region is facing with its groundwater sustainability plan. If they feel like city feedback and perspective would be helpful in this process, and we're targeting a virtual meeting this Monday at 11 a.m. for that participation by the mayor.
I know I sat on the Sigma board for quite some time. SWID has always been a really, really, really good partner to us. Obviously, we do a lot of water with them, and we really couldn't do it without them. So they have been nothing short but really kind and good to us, putting the program together. And so I think it's wise that we, as a city, continue to support them in this endeavor. As well.
When is the virtual meeting?
I believe it's Monday at 11, but if you'd like the details, I'd be happy to share with the full council.
Please do. Thank you. Okay, with that said, we are going to adjourn. Look at there, no closed session because we already did it. All right, with that, need a motion and a second for adjournment, please.
A motion.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Councilmember Espinoza, second by Councilmember Olvera. All those in favor with aye.